not. I'll make the pain go away. Hold just a moment.
Principles unproven are as dust.
Cut one monster down and two more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective.
I ill like our prospects.
Spell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh. Naught can be achieved without sacrifice. Alas.
There are too many of them. Better we cut down only those we must to proceed.
Turning against us.
You have naught to fear. I'll protect you.
There it is. The dragon at the heart of all this destruction. Being a burden,
Ordinary urn, that much is clear. But
Never did I imagine such a dragon.
lost worlds.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to...
Long have I researched.
Carol peels off from the movements and caution. Surely I'm overdue, David.
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
Interested in my wares? Hoy, no need to overthink it. You can change it on... Well, got any findings to share? Many thanks.
I'll not spurn your company.
Keep in the fire. With Brockers, so ask away. My hammer is at... Your disposal, sir. Pleasure doing business with you.
No purchases.
Don't suppose I've smiths and decent arms.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy aught.
My services do... Come, you're welcome. Just tell me what you... need. You're welcome.
During my time with Lord Phasus, I found myself in a...
Got some work for me?
A good sleep will ensure... To this world I return.
Shall we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.
Look around if you must.
But be sure to buy aught.
Do with the rest. Up and on my feet with Brocker's teachings, so ask away. My hammer is... Is at your disposal, sir. Pleasure doing business with... How goes the... With Brockers, so ask away. My hammer... Is at your disposal, sir. Pleasure doing business with you. With Brock, so ask away. My hammer... Is at your disposal. Pleasure doing business.
Life's naught but a cycle of war and peace.
Could it be time's flow has been altered?
It would seem this is no longer the world we know.
But who would effect such a change? And for what purpose?
Welcome. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service. Do come again. Well, as a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service. Do come again.
Might as well try the woods near the border, too.
I am pleased to find you in good health.
Pleasant surroundings make for clean thoughts.
Go on, have a look.
Well met. So stiff.
Oh, that won't do. Not cheap.
Would that I could sit right here. But dreams are free, they say.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen?
No. I was once a fighter, safeguarding our master with shield in hand. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Where you do not succumb to frostbite.
With a ferry stone in hand, we can travel wheresoever we please.
Not an item to one. Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
My magics are at your disposal.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
It is hard to find my footing in this darkness. Such dreams quail before holy light. What purpose does this contraption serve? Perhaps you might investigate, Arisen.
Your fate is ours to share. And whether ill or boon awaits, the experience shall be no less valuable to us.
I cannot begin to fathom what will become of the world after this.
We need... It answers. Who would seek to end this world, and for what purpose?
I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business.
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought e'er greater heights. Till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One, the being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not. Yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to watch? Aye, 'twas all a farce, and I, the fool, exulting in my wooden crown. Do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman indeed, my efforts led, I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of a new Arisen, consigned to yet. I can only assume that you have achieved. How else to explain the changes I sense in... Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness. Falter not, newest of the Arisen. For your part and fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here. For this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
I imagine the people of this world will welcome the tidings that there is a place of refuge awaiting them.
Right you are.
We too once bore the mantle of Arisen, though no longer. As we walked our respective paths, each of us lost the incomparable strength of will that made us Arisen. One in despair of the dragon's boundless might, one in pursuit of vengeance's cold comfort, and one for fear of what fate held in store. Yet you bear it still, Arisen One. Hold fast to your strength of will, for it shall doubtless lend you the strength you will need to...
The Mad Sovereign's power yet girds this place. It could prove the last bastion of hope for the place. The coming destruction can only truly be forestalled.
Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine ore. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of... lesser drakes. Well. what ye reap. Then I bid ye farewell. Since remember, yet I put myself at your disposal in the event ye may have need of me. The dragon is the embodiment of destructive. Understand this. The concepts of good. It is a being of as are ye. Now that the dragon has marked ye, setting ye up, then go. Since times of eld, remember. Then I bid ye farewell.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Of course. I was telling you aught I know of the sea's peril, of the brine. And you know now, 'tis common knowledge that the brine halt any ships seeking to venture into open waters. As if to say, there's naught out there, so don't bother. But does that not strike you as rather miserly? Even if we are to believe that there's naught across the sea, why must we be kept to our shores? I should like to confirm for myself if there's truly naught to be found. And why should an old man with naught, sailing out into a sea of naught, and dying for naught? When I said as much to the brine, they only stared at me in amazement. A lie, it may all seem, but 'tis the honest truth. I've beheld it all with my own eyes. Why must I explain? Ah, but you... Of course, I was now. 'Tis as if to say, but does that, even if we are, I should like to confirm an old man with naught. When I said as much to the bride, a lie.
Might I interest you in my... humble hope to see you again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
My bed calls, and I shan't resist.
Hail, Arisen. 'Tis plain you've been training diligently in my absence.
Sun's too bright for these poor eyes.
Good. How am I to protect those dearest to me? Go where'er your quest calls.
To be heading home.
How am I to protect those dearest to me when the very world is falling apart before my eyes?
Can I interest you in a room, sir?
Do stop by again. Well met, sir.
Nice place, this. I ask, but I haven't. I had every faith. How am I to protect those dearest?
The red clouds are suffused with ill intent. Might they not be someone's will made manifest?
Would that we could extinguish them. Much is unclear, but we cannot afford to remain idle.
Are you in need of healing, Arisen?
Battle cannot be avoided. Fight or die.
No quarrel here.
Was most effective. Fret not. I'll make the pain go away. Hold just a moment.
These spits of foul substance. Avoid it at all costs.
Careful now. Do not waste this chance. We must press home our advantage.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Understood.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
You'll not live to regret this.
It's a simple-minded creature by all appearances. We can easily redirect its focus with our attacks.
No quarrel here.
This foe is nigh unstoppable when 'tis won. We must do all we can to prevent it from losing its temper.
How are we meant to attack it without angering it?
Arisen, are you all right?
That dragon was hideous to behold.
Full. Glad I was to see it felled.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us own our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
More of the same, it seems. My message to your disposal. These fiends will resurrect so long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not, I shall gladly smash every last one.
Fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I'd say we collect as much as we can carry.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Mark.
Come to think of it, different masters favor different pawns. One of whom I serve prefer to have peace with their allies.
Fascinating.
I've got you. Use this chance to recover.
Any beast will grow ferocious when backed into a corner.
Master, are you unarmed? You're soaked. Do try not to catch cold.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Useful bauble, the fairy stone. It will allow us to travel vast distances in an instant.
It is not an item to be squandered. You ought not to go charging off alone.
Don't be such a worry, Mort. I know what I'm doing. Keep your eyes on this.
hard enough, we might not have to do this twice.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
It is about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? My magics are at your disposal.
Undead!
Impressive, Master!
I dare say the original defeated this lot without it.
Outstanding.
Oft it seems that Vernworth wears a new face each time we visit it. We never quite know what awaits us here.
It is a vast place. I wonder how many corners we have left to explore. There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. We're... the end of the world. Are things truly so dire? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin. It was a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we in the Guard shall be hard-pressed to... You would have me evacuate the city? I see. Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes... If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe, but I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes. However, Terif, methinks your majesty would do better to ask this of the region. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, his grace has been the one keeping order. If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
'Tis admirable how Regent Kin Sven has taken up command of the kingdom. We would be remiss not to offer him our aid.
By your leave.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be... Glad to assist you. Do come again.
Mayhap we could bring the people to the seafloor shrine. 'Twould protect them from the Red Cloud's advance, if only for a time.
But will the people do as we suggest? The crux of the problem is how best to convince them.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
It is not our place to hurry the Arisen.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal. A full-scale... Truth be told, I had reached the same... So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set her... I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting her... However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her I must put the needs of the common folk before her. Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot any and... Ah, 'tis you. Would you be so... You may assure him that the royal
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back between you and me. I fear... Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? Well, far be it from me to deny you. But I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. All I did... So do as you will. I have... Do with me as you will. The throne and its powers. Hope. The throne and...
What must needs be done? I'm in fine. Sometimes I want town's such quietude is a blessing.
Always patrolling does a number on my shoulders.
Aught you need of me?
As long as I get my gold, who takes the carts is not...
We have chartered the ox carts as requested. 'Tis a pleasant change for things to go so smoothly, eh, Master?
Aptly said.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my spec.
I'll carefully conserve my strength, and endeavor.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use them.
You are wise indeed to have sought my... my aid.
I've nothing to share at present. Twas a fine journey we shared.
I shall be proud to serve you. The command of powerful magics is a sorcerer's privilege.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used.
'Tis a pleasure to meet you. Twill be an honor to serve by your side. I happen to understand Elvish. Master. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. I pray my efforts aid your cause.
A well-organized pack is my specialty.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Be well, Arisen. I'm
Let
not
us
one for
work together to...
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it.
Go on, have...
Oh, look, pleasure doing business.
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
I'd sooner stay out of that where it's possible.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
But not at the expense of my duty. Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
Preparation is key. I up my training regime.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Preparation is key. I up my training regime.
Can't afford to retire at my age.
I'd sooner stay out of that where it possible. No compares to real power. Must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me. Those new recruits barely live their souls. My sword arm. They wish they were in my boots. If they only knew. No compares to real power.
Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the lot of our people.
Ah, but I would have benefited. And handsomely at that. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wish to see...
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided. If I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your... You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together...
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not fall. I would not see you take your crimes wholly on your own. That weight is as much mine to...
My son, your kindness will save many lives. Of that...
Ah, you've returned. How fares your procurement of those carts? You do. That puts paid to the last of our preparations. I am grateful.
Last night's scuffle. I can't stomach places like this. I'll feel a sight better once I'm on the night.
Those new recruits could barely lift their swords. I'd sooner stay out.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
I'm afraid I must be going now.
Little did I expect I would be saved by your hand.
I am glad your majesty has seen fit to assist the Regent King. His grace has need of stop.
Here we go again.
We fight. To arms.
Understood. The owner's attention, Master. Try to keep it occupied. I shan't squander this opportunity.
battle for some time yet.
Fail to destroy us. Enhances our chances against future adversaries.